Hello everyone, I'm Enzo from Kenzo, and we're going to be talking about my top 10 recommended sci-fi films under the request of one of our friends, Mr. Nelson Suarez. Just to give you a quick note guys, when I recommend these sci-fi films, I will not be including the ones that are already popular such as Matrix, Star Wars, Back to the Future, Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Aliens, I don't care because they're so popular, why the hell would I recommend them again? With these ones, I recommend them because not many people talk about it, and at the same time, I enjoy watching them, and not because film experts say so. Of tomorrow. Just to cut the long story short, imagine this being Groundhog Day, the action film. If I have to add more to this entry, it's just nice to see Tom Cruise getting his ass handed to him, which you will understand by the time you watch this movie. 9. Just to give you an idea what this movie is all about, imagine yourself being the complete racist towards the new species of aliens, but the ironic twist there is you become the alien yourself. This movie is very unforgiving towards its protagonist, and it doesn't let us, the audience, off the hook very easily. But I don't want to say much more because it's best for you to experience this for yourself, and you will soon feel like you want to go against the human beings. And rightfully so, because even if they're not us, the same species, you shouldn't treat them harshly. EXISTENZ. This is a film that was actually released almost a month after the popular movie The Matrix. You can say that both of these films are similar in a way, but for EXISTENZ, it's about a game designer that's actually being hunted down by assassins while playing a virtual reality video game that she actually created. I don't really want to spoil much for this film because it's actually more fun if you actually watch it yourself. But I can tell you now, it's actually a gooey, slimy, and a grotesque fun kind of sci-fi film. And my favorite moment of that is the bone gun, which it actually shoots out. No. I'm not going to tell you what it shoots out because as I said, you should experience it yourself. Minority Report. This is one of my favorite Steven Spielberg films of all time, and it's actually in my top 10 favorite Spielberg films. But I will not tell you exactly where because you did not say the magic word. Anyway, this story is set in the future where crimes are being prevented before they occur. But the twist is the would-be murderers are actually being arrested before they even commit the crime. That being said, our main protagonist, Tom Cruise's character per se, is actually on the run because he is being accused of a crime that he has not committed yet. That's why he has to find a way to actually clear his name and create some kind of alternative future where he's actually innocent. Well, just describing that alone makes this entire experience a Hitchcockian experience. Do I have to say more? No. Planet of the Apes Reboot Trilogy. Rise, Dawn, and War. I do not understand why people also do not talk about this movie. This is one of those experiences where I consider this movie franchise the perfect trilogy. If they decide not to make a fourth one, which that would be interesting what the fourth one would be. But anyway, I don't really have to say what this story is all about. I mean, if you have seen the original Planet of the Apes movies, I think you will get the idea. But in this particular trilogy, you will get to experience the rise of the apes until the third film through the eyes of our main character, Caesar, portrayed by the amazing Andy Serkis. Seriously, how has this man not won an Oscar for Best Actor or Supporting Actor for his role as Smeagol or Callum? Seriously, Andy Serkis is brilliant in this movie. And he doesn't even have to talk that much. But his body language actually says a lot about Caesar's character and what makes him a great character. Her. Remember that anime series Chobits? You can say Hideki got very lucky, considering that she has a physical form. While in this particular movie, Joaquin Phoenix's character has fallen in love with an operating system that he can definitely hear, but he cannot definitely touch physically, considering that operating system is not human. And whose hearts wouldn't be stolen if that operating system was not voiced by none other than Scarlett Johansson herself? To everybody else, this may be a strange couple for you, some of you guys. But to the rest, this is a love story that shows the love of the mind and not with the body. Snowpiercer, directed by Bong Joon-ho. That's right, that is the same guy who directed the best picture, Parasite. So it's easy to say that this film has a lot of social commentary. Without getting too much of a detail, this particular film, it feels like, or it looks like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but the only difference is, it's not for kids. It's strictly for adults. And you know what's amazing about it? It stars Chris Evans. That's right, Captain America himself. But it's good to see a real man actually do a job and not a freaking superhero. Isn't that nice? Upgrade. After the death of his wife and the main character's body being paralyzed from the neck down, he receives a medical development called STEM, where it's actually attached to his spine. Imagine it being like Dr. Octopus minus the tentacles. You can say that this particular main character has to play two parts, where it makes him feel like his mind is telling him no, but his body is telling him yes, baby. I'm not joking. That's what the experience of this movie feels like, where his head has to be the resistant one, while his body is the one having to play the self-defensive type. Mood. To reveal hardly anything about this story would be to reveal too much. I don't want to get into detail about this particular movie because it's something you have to see for yourself, and you will understand why Sam Rockwell was freaking great in this movie. Similar to Andy Serkis, this man should have won an Oscar for Best Actor, considering that his only companion in this movie was a smiley-faced robot, and he freaking carried this movie almost by himself. You will not believe me? Go ahead and watch it yourself. Children of Men. This story is where Clive Owen portrays a civil servant that must protect a refugee that somehow was able to give birth to the first baby in 2 decades. 2 decades. This film does not go into the heavy scientific detail of why humanity wasn't able to produce children, but describing that premise alone just makes you say, damn, I just want to watch that movie. Right after this vlog, of course. Oh, you still don't think it's a good science fiction film? What if I told you that this was directed by the same guy who directed one of my sister's favorite films, A Little Princess, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? So are you happy, you Potterheads? Gravity, and of course the film that should have won the Oscar for Best Picture, Roma. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was directed by Alfonso Cuarón. So please go ahead and watch this movie right after this vlog. Honorable mentions goes to the animated films Paprika and Summer Wars. And we do apologize to the anime fans out there that these didn't make the top 10 list. But you need to understand that we already cover a lot of animated topics in our Facebook page, and we would like to share the spotlight with other things. Well, that is the list. And speaking of our Facebook page, I am glad to say that we have finally reached more than 1,000 followers. Wow! And hopefully, we will have a similar results here in our YouTube channel. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And lastly, don't forget to click the bell icon in order to receive notifications of our next video.